Concrete is inanimate. It is not alive like animals and humans. But as the communications coordinator for the Missouri Department of Transportation's I-270 North project and a Ferguson resident, each time we celebrate the completion of a bridge or open a new portion of the multi-use trail, or even work on one of the additional lanes on I-270 North, my emotions get engaged and connect with the concrete improvements throughout the corridor. Let me explain. COVID seems to have grabbed hold and won't let go, facilitating illness and even death. It's shifted us emotionally as well, sometimes pitting neighbor against neighbor as we take sides on whether masks should be worn or individual rights should take precedence. It's shaken up the economy too. Some of our favorite items either disappear from store shelves and seemingly all of a sudden show up in short supply, and it seems everything costs more. It's a trying time for everyone. While absolutely nothing can take away the pain and losses that some of us have experienced and continue to go through, hope is the only thing that can keep us putting our feet on the floor each morning. Hope is the only thing that will let us see beyond where we are to where we can go, even if it will never be where we were. Hope is the only thing that can replace sadness and hopelessness with a sense of expectation. Still healing, still building, still trying to find its way back. This investment of $278 million in infrastructure improvements can ignite hope that brings revival if we let it. When I drive the corridor, I see an area that finally looks impressive and is positioned for progress. When I'm out in the community interviewing and videotaping my neighbors and those who live, work, and play in Ferguson and surrounding communities, I see hope and anticipatory joy in the faces. The public posts with ribbons shared on social media in our virtual celebrations, the videos sent in during the groundbreaking, the slow down signs proudly displayed on lawns and storefronts, and the slow down videos that give voice to residents ages 7 to 70 that ask folks to slow down so people can arrive alive, the calls complimenting how staff answers questions and stop by to visit. Those things tell me that many are as hopeful as I am. I'm feeling and anticipating greater and better for Ferguson, its partners, its communities, and the St. Louis region overall. I see people invigorated and ready to step fully into the future. I expect to see long overdue revitalization and stabilization throughout the North County region. February is the month in which we celebrate the triumphs and accomplishments of African Americans. While there will come a time when we will no longer need to set aside a month to celebrate those accomplishments, I challenge each of us who live in communities throughout the corridor, but especially Ferguson, to envision a time when new life and vitality runs rampant throughout. When the new retail stores, senior housing facilities, plazas, and spaces for young people to thrive and adults to find help, support, and medical care, you name it. All of these efforts will complement and support our updated infrastructure system. I believe this community will be more viable, more fruitful, and even more safe as we become excited about living, working, visiting, and even playing here. All of that because of infrastructure improvements. Maybe not. But I was told that often you feel how you dress, so dressing up the I-270 North infrastructure is not a bad start.